Come in with this. Tell us, because already some of the news making around is that your party leaders, some of them are not too happy with some of these key appointments. They're disappointed, they're shocked by it. Are you saying that the APC leadership were also consulted before such appointments were made, even though these are the core staff of the president?
That is usually the tradition. There's no how Mr. President will want to make an appointment that will not consult his party. I am just saying this because that I see that as the president. So for me, I'm sure he must have consulted stakeholders before bringing these people on board. Now, everybody cannot agree with president's decision. We have to be mindful of this. The entire everybody. So there are some people who will go against, who will not be comfortable with the decisions he has taken, even no matter how good, how fine, how fantastic it is, they will still not agree with him. So we have those ones. So for me, I just felt that so with the way the appointments are going, and there are still more appointments to come, Mr. President would have listened, because he has people who feed him back. He would have listened to all this, that people, this is the concern of the people, these are the concerns of the people. And certainly he's a listening president, is a man who means well for this country. So I see him making adjustments wherever when necessary.
In which areas would you love to see adjustments?
No, the point of reference here is the people who are saying that the appointments are lopsided. So there are still more key areas, more key appointments to come, and I think adjustments will be made in those areas. But for me, I will be an advocate, and I'll continue to be an advocate for of a situation where competence is taken above every other thing. Competence, capability, capacity is taken above every other consideration. Yeah, Federal Character Commission, but Federal Character Commission does not, that section does not provide, that does not mandate Mr. President that he must pick somebody from who's to head an NPC from Southwest. The Federal Character Commission does not say he must pick somebody to lead, to be an SGF from Northeast. But that is a personal decision that he has to take along, in consultation with the stakeholders. And I think that's what he has done by and large.
Mr. Fabio, you would agree with us that all over the world, there's always this diversity, coming into employment and so many other things, to the extent that appointments as well is taken into account when it comes to issues like what we've just seen the president do. Do you think that we have other areas that he can make some adjustment in terms of ethnicity, religion, and even, status?
Well, certainly due consideration will be given to all these areas we just mentioned. Certainly considerations will be given to them, okay? But a situation whereby consideration that will be given at the detriment of good governance, above competence, is not acceptable to me.
The question will be, is there a certain area in the country where we don't have competent persons?
No, we have them everywhere, south, north, and we have them. But Mr. President reserves the right to choose who he feels he is comfortable with and he can work with.
Well, some people also, point out it might be a very small matter, but it points to the nature of sensitivity. And I think even the president said, I belong to everybody and I belong to nobody. But some people will say now that you'll find out that it will seem that the mode of dressing, especially in Abuja and even areas around that the seat of power now, has changed somewhat from what used to obtain. So it points to the nature, the sensitive nature of Nigerians, and even the people who believe that they have a sense of entitlement, like you rightly said. Do you think that the president will, sensitively look at this to ensure that people are not given eye service, as it were, to show that they support him?
Well, that's a very good one, Mark. But the truth of the matter is that since 1999, we've had people from different zones of this country becoming the president. When former President Obasanjo was there, the mode of dressing was different You know, even when former President Yar'Adua came on board, the same thing. And just recently, former President Goodluck Jonathan, everything changed, even in Abuja and the entire Nigeria. So I don't see this one playing any significant role. But the truth of the matter is, what Nigerians are looking
It does tell you something. It does send a message, doesn't it?
What Nigerians are looking for is somebody to take the nation out of the wood. They want light, they want power, they want water, they want education, they want good health, they want security, not the dressing. not it doesn't add up anything. But what Nigerians are looking for, honestly, is good governance. Is just give us good leadership, and that's what.
Let me get a response on this one.
And even you, I know that's what you're looking for.
Let's get your response on this. We've got someone who says, well, the appointment of a retired military officer to head customs is going to block career officers rising to the ranks, and this is a question of precedence. And so many think that, wait a minute, that hangs like a sword of Damocles, doesn't it?
No, it's not going to block anything. See, the mindset of the president and his team is totally different from this. And I'll tell you why. We need lots of reforms. And for you as a leader to get your reforms done and properly, you need someone better who can actually deliver in the driver's seat. Who can deliver, who can drive the process. So, retired colonel, retired soldier, this is the man that is known all over the world, everywhere, that is the man of integrity. And we need someone to go and set a template for integrity, for accountability in customs. The corruption in customs and other revenue agencies are just monumental. So we need someone to go there. So I feel this is the mindset of Mr. President and his team, not the other side people are looking at.
All right, well, I know we have to go.
Stay away from this.
But you know, Dimeji, when the former president was there, different regions also cried out. The North also categorically said they were being marginalized. And so if you say that those, maybe it doesn't matter, many will tell you, nope, it does. And if those questions are being raised, they should find a way to address it, because it's a marathon, not a 100 meters dash. And they want to carry as many people to let them be on the same page of development with the president to understand his thinking.
Let me cut you in there. See, this government have a lifespan in the minimum of 4 years and in the maximum of 8 years. Now, will it take anybody in any place who is a serious-minded person to set a template for accountability and probity and everything in an organization? It would, under 1 year, if you're a serious-minded, administrator or a manager or an executive, under 1 year is enough for you to set it up. So it's possible that this man is just coming in to set that template, and maybe after doing that 1 or 2 years, he leaves, and the people from the system, who has imbibed that culture will now take over. And I think we can replicate this in many of the places. Because let me tell you, it was like when the fuel subsidy debate was on, I asked someone, I said, see, people are saying remove subsidy. Let's remove it. We've been subsidizing, and it's giving us lots of issues. Let's now take the other side. Let's now remove it and see what way to take us. We have to just change a bit. We just have to look elsewhere. We just have to do something different.
All right.
So that we can move on as a nation.
Thank you very much indeed, Dimeji Fabiyi, a member of APC, for your comments and coming on today.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. Thanks.
All right then. So let's see what you were saying just before we call it a day here, taking a look at your tweets this time. This one comes through from Salami, talking about the federal appointment. Says, should competence be the key or ethnic groupings? Good governance is what we desire.
Well, Salah says PMB needs to be strategic in its appointments. Says any attempt to make other ethnic groups feel alienated will bring distrust.
From Don, Nigeria needs competent people. Let's support Muhammadu Buhari. Those pushing these ethnic sentiments are enemies of Nigeria.
And, okay. That's it today. So we can say we'll see you next week then. Thank you for watching. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
Well, you tell us whether or not dressing has anything to do with it. Thank you for watching. I'm Malpe Ugu.
Many thanks. I'm Sulaiman. I'll later see you again Monday.